I really haven't done the pre stuff, but I did open up the lesson 15 review for exam 2. Has anybody read that?
Yeah.
You have? You read
I
all
read
of it?
part, but that's it.
Part of it. Wait, the preparation, right? The individual preparation?
Yes.
I don't know. It's just like problems, basically. Like that we can practice or like we can prepare for the exams. And then it didn't even have answers. So I was just like,
Like, how helpful is that? So let's see what else they, okay, so I'm going to just look at lesson 15 again and see if maybe there's something that, okay, so group meeting, let's see what they suggest. No, same thing, online textbook.
Yeah.
So anything else? The quiz, lesson 15, homework and exam information. Okay, we have 4 hours to complete the exam. We may use one side of a page of notes and the software we've been using to take quizzes. I'm not seeing any other than the textbook, I'm not seeing any other help. Are you?
No, I don't think so. We can just use a one paper and Excels, I guess.
Okay. What did he? I thought there was a post or something he made about a recording. That could have been my other class, though. Let's see.
No, he said he's having meeting right now.
Oh.
From 6 to 9, he said, which is going to end in 10 minutes. So.
Okay, there's also a test review that we can watch together. How to interpret conclusions. I think it's probably a YouTube live recording. So do we want to try to patch into what Beth is talking about?
I don't know if we can do both at the same. I mean, we might be able to, but if our microphone and speakers are for this, I don't know. We could try it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
That's if he's even there, but I'm assuming he's there.
So
he said to email him if we wanted to.
I'll be available tonight from 6 p.m. to 11, and then again tomorrow from 10 to 1 to answer any questions you might have. Just send me an email and we can set up a Google Live session. I don't know if we're prepared to have a Google Live session with him, are we?
Well, we'd have to get off of this Google Live session to get onto his Google Live session.
I guess we could just invite him to ours.
We could invite him to ours.
Okay, just send me an email. We can set up a Google Live session.
Send him our link.
Okay. Well, are we prepared for that though? I don't want to waste his time, you know.
Well, I went through the group meeting quiz and it's a lot, like 32 questions.
So just get going on it.
Well, it's gonna take forever. We can go through everything, to be honest, I guess. It's gonna be like till like 11 p.m. or something, I guess.
Really?
If we're gonna go through everything.
Were there some
you think that it'll take us that long?
Yeah, it's 32 questions.
What would you suggest?
So 1 minute a question is only 32 minutes.
32 minutes?
A minute a question.
Probably.
Did you look at it? Does it look hard?
Maki, there were some that were more difficult for you that we could go over as a group?
I just like didn't understand like one part like from like last week too. So like they're kind of the same question from like lesson 13, I guess. A paired sample and 2 sample tests. And I just couldn't figure out how the numbers came from. So I just wanted to ask about it. But
do you guys want to go then as a group, just go into the quiz, and maybe there are some that, like Maki, you're saying that one. Is it Maki or Maki?
Maki.
So chapter 13.
Yeah. Whichever is fine actually, but
okay. Go if everyone goes into the group meeting quiz, and we can go to the one Maki's talking about, and then if there are some others.
Yeah, do you remember the flight thing? You know, like 14 days before the flight and then like 90 days before the flight or things like
Uh-huh.
that. Do you remember that question?
The
I just
the
couldn't.
airplane ticket.
Yeah, so that's the paired sample question, I guess. Paired sample test. But I couldn't figure out how you get the number
What number?
at all. So I was just like, mm.
So what number problem?
What? Yeah, what number?
Number is from question 29 through 32.
Shall we work through
Okay.
those? My little dog is just wanting to burrow under my blanket. It's driving me nuts.
Oh.
Addie, stop it. Okay, so is everybody, did you have the group meeting quiz up?
Yeah.
Okay, and then does someone
So-
want to read the information for the problem? And everybody pull up the direct flight spreadsheet to prepare.
Question 29?
29 through 32.
Okay.
So like this is exactly the same Excel file we are using from like last week,
Uh-huh.
but then they're just like using the order is different. That's it. So like so last week we put 14 days data first and 90 days data second, or vice versa. I forgot which, but it's just like reverse. But I can't figure out.
Mean cost of an airline ticket purchase 90 days. Ticket purchase only 4 days in advance. Data will click on the cost of a woman ticket. Okay, I'm just going to read it out loud. Pressures of supply and demand act directly on the prices for an airline ticket. As the seats available on the plane begin to fill, airlines raise the price. If seats on a flight do not sell well, an airline may discount the tickets or even cancel the flight. A study was undertaken to determine if there is a difference in the mean cost of an airline ticket purchased 90 days in advance of a scheduled flight compared with a ticket purchased only 14 days in advance. So basically, our null hypothesis, well, let's just do this. What do you guys say the null hypothesis is?
So
It's equal to 0. So it's the same. They're both the same, right?
Oh, no hypothesis. Yeah.
And then, so our alternative hypothesis is going to be, is not equal to
Yeah.
0. Okay, so that's a two-tailed. I'm just trying to, when we look at these, what do we see? What do we need to be thinking when we look at a problem like this? So there's our null hypothesis.
well, they're independent samples, right? The samples from one doesn't depend on the other.
Right.
So this is independent, so it's not paired?
Well, I'm not saying that, but
let's see.
I'm just going through. So between the independent and dependent, they're not dependent. Between the one sample Z test and the one sample T test, we have 2 samples, right? Out of all the answers through the process of elimination, I'm going to say it's independent. But did you try and do this before?
So I put independent samples test and now I failed. So I assumed that's dependent samples test. But
so
so the independent is incorrect.
What did I put? Wait a minute. I'm just gonna pull up.
We know it's not ANOVA, it's not one sample T or one sample Z, and you got independent wrong, right, Maki?
Yeah, and I emailed a professor about this, but like he didn't really explain much. He's just like, yeah, just like plug the numbers into the paired sample test. That's it. So I just like.
But I think when it's the paired sample, that should be dependent test. Sample.
Yeah, so that's
the paired sample is a
Yeah, that's
Okay.
not independent. That's dependent.
Because if it's independent samples, then we should use the two sample.
Yeah.
test.
Okay.
So like if we're gonna use one of them, the other one just follows. So
Mhm.
that's the dependent test.
So number 30 is get the t test.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But we have two samples. So are you talking two sample t-test?
I think you just
No,
plug into
paired
the
sample.
Excel.
Yeah, paired sample t-test. You're just gonna plug the numbers there.
Oh, I see. You're just selecting. Okay, I see what you're doing. You're talking about. Okay. I think I have the wrong. Well, I don't want the categorical. Okay, that's what I did wrong. I'm like, why is this not showing me what I need? Okay, documents. Math 221A, and it is quantitative inference. Okay. To sample T. Okay, and so we want variable 1. There's a difference in the mean cost of that. Okay, because of 14 days. So are you doing variable 1, 14 days?
Yeah.
And variable 2 is your 90 days.
Mhm.
Okay.
Because that's what that says at the end of the sentence.
Mhm.
For the next 4 questions, do 14 days minus 90 days for the analysis. So I don't know. But
Okay, 14 days. All right. C. Control V. And is everyone just plugging in their numbers right now?
I'm waiting for my Excel to come up.
Mm.
It's being slow.
I got the number, and it looks good actually this time somehow. I don't know, but
Okay, let's see. I'm just plugging in the 90 days. All right. So dependent samples test is 29, and calculate the test statistic. I'm showing 0.837.
oh, t-stats.
Yes,
Oh,
on 30.
What?
mine is 1.685 somehow.
Yeah,
Oh,
I get that too.
It's, well, do you have the type of test not equal to?
Yeah, not equal to, and
Yeah,
then
not
null
equal to.
hypothesis is 0, and the confidence level is 95. I mean 0.95. Well, it doesn't matter, I guess, but
Okay, so what did I get then?
Do you have a piece of data missing in your
yeah. Mm-hmm.
It doesn't
Because the
matter.
number 37?
Yeah, because the question says that some of them couldn't.
Yeah, they don't have the
Oh.
flight. They don't have that flights for 90 days before.
Okay.
Well, I'm still, so what happened? Because my T is saying 0.837.
You can open it again. Open this Excel again and put this data in again. Sometimes I get that mistake from answers too.
I wonder if, okay, so it's through 94, so I wonder if it's just not grabbing all the information. Let's see, 94. Huh. That's what are you getting?
I have to redo my formula. Hold on. Average.
I'm not really sure, but I think I'm getting the right number because the last week, so I kind of checked the answer, and the p-value was the same, 0.096.
I think the T-score.
T-score is a little bit different because it's like you know, 14 days and 90 days, the datas are like, you know,
Mhm.
reversed. But then p-value doesn't.
1.6.
So wait a minute. Is this supposed to be on the paired sample t-test then?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh. Well, no wonder.
Oh,
I was on the
not the two sample t-test?
I was
It's
on
paired
paired
yeah,
sample.
it's on paired. Yeah. Okay, that's where
Oh.
I went wrong. Okay.
It's dependent.
yeah,
yeah.
it's dependent.
Oh,
Okay.
because we have
Because
to
it's
do
comparing the
oh.
same airplane company.
Yeah, implants.
So
but
it's
then
just different days. Yeah. So
yeah.
so it should be the paired sample.
Okay. Yeah. Control C. Okay, 14 days.
So
All right.
on the ones where there's missing data, do you leave it out?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so not equal to null hypothesis 0, confidence level 0.95.
So we're doing the mean on the difference.
C282. C282. Okay. So I still have something different. I have the T is 0.083.
What? That.
What? Oh, that's on the
weird.
difference. It's on the difference,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Huh. So I have basically for my formula, it's G18 minus absolute value F10 in parentheses
What did
divided
you guys?
by 18.
What did you guys get on the mean? The difference mean?
The mean, okay, so summary statistics, the mean is 2.543902439.
What?
Interesting.
Up in summary statistics on the paired sample t-test for means.
I have 24.611.
At the very top.
Yeah, that's what I get.
Oh my gosh, what is going on?
What about the sample size? So is it both 88 and 88, and the differences is 87?
87. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. No. It's not. Okay, I see what happened.
Did you
Okay.
clear all the data you entered before?
I did for my N, I had, so I'm going to do C200.
So you guys have 87 for your sample size?
Yes.
Differences. Yeah. Variable 1 and 2 are 88.
Yeah.
88?
Okay, I have variable 1 and variable 2, 88. The difference is 41.
41.
What?
Oh, I got that problem before when I used the Excel, so I just close it and reopen the Excel again, or I just re-download it again. I don't know if something wrong with that difference.
Crap. Sorry, guys.
Because that things happened to me before. Like the variable 1 and 2 is like 40, and the differences is 21. So I think that's not right.
Mm-hmm. I have my variables for both are 88. I have the mean for variable 1 is 268.858, and the mean for variable 2 is 244.064. But the difference is I have the mean as 41 and the mean as 2.544.
That's the problem.
So it's in the differences that I've got the wrong, something's wrong in there.
So up at the top at your summary statistics, what's your formula for the mean?
The mean is average C5 through C282.
So just try it through C94.
Through C94.
What?
2.543902439.
What's your formula in your C column?
Can you just reopen it again? Like, don't save anything.
Okay, that's all right. Okay, don't save.
That might work.
and I'm going in and I'm opening the Math 221 copy of quantitative inference procedures. Okay, it's up and it automatically saved. So I'm deleting out all the new data that I entered for variable 1 and 2. I don't know, maybe someone should just email me their thing. So what I'm wondering is, okay, maybe what it boils down to is, what does it say in the answer? Which one is which? So variable 1 is which one? Is it the 14
So
days?
is the answer?
Yeah, variable 1 should be 14 days.
Okay.
And variable 2 should be 90 days.
Okay. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry to waste your time, everybody. Variable 2.
No, it's fine.
Well, I mean, in your column C, what are your first numbers for your differences?
Okay, hang tight. I'm just putting in the
Negative 32.1.
all right. So which one are you looking at? Which
On your column C, what are your first values in that column?
Negative 32.1.
yes, I have that. And then I have 35.3, then negative 18.3,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what does your mean show up as now?
2.5439.
It's not still weird.
So it's average, it's equals average C5 through C282, right? Or 295 or whatever.
Well, I did mine through 94. Or
For mine, it goes to C 10,003.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you end.
Do you have 94? Do you have 94 rows of data in columns A and B?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't either. That's just bizarre. Standard deviations, same thing. I have the 184.9807926.
Because you didn't get the right calculator on the differences, so you cannot get the right t-score.
I am going to redo, okay, summary to, so it's on the differences, right? So
Yeah.
I'm doing this over, average, boom, and then I'm starting with C5 and going all the way down to, oh, you know what's going on? I just found my issue, folks. The the equation in the difference column, I didn't drag it all the way down because it stops when you double click. It only copies to where the yes. So that's
I
what the problem is.
thought that column should do the calculation automatically.
Yep. Okay, here we go. I'm doing it over. So now I have 24.24.222. Is that what you guys have?
24.222?
Yeah.
Still a little bit different.
24.24222.
Ours is 24.611.
Huh. Okay. What's your standard deviation?
136.267.
Is that what everybody else is getting?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. So something is not okay. So what I'm wondering is, so there should on the ones, okay, this is probably what the issue is on the ones where there's one left out, I shouldn't have a difference.
Right,
And
mine
so
are blank.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
it's blank.
Okay, so that's the other issue. Okay, so I'm pulling those out. There's a 0 on that one, but okay. So it looks like there were just 2 that were that way. So I have 24.3318.
No. I don't like.
Okay. Well, what do you get for your t-value?
It's 1.684.
I have 1.694. Is that what you guys have?
I have one.
T-score 1.685.
Yeah, 85.
T-score?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, what's your difference on your mean? Is your mean 24.611?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is your standard error of the mean 14.526?
609.
609.
Why don't I have that?
Okay, where's the standard error of the mean? I have difference is 14.445.
Your difference sample size 88?
Yes, it's 87.
Mhm.
Mine's 88.
Differences. 87 it should be.
Why 87? Because it's minus 1?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I'm
if I
sending
put
you guys the
87
Excel.
Okay.
So 14.609 is your standard error of the mean?
Well, hold
Yeah.
on. Why would you say n is 87? Because n is the sample count.
No, but so there is one time both 90 days and 14 days didn't have that ticket.
Yes.
That's why.
Oh, there's one time where they both didn't have it.
Yeah, both didn't have. So that's why.
87.
There's two times. Yeah, there's 2 times.
There's 3 times they're missing data, but only once are they missing data at the same
No, it's
sample.
like the one they are both missing. The variables, the sample number should be 88, and line 16, the 90 days doesn't have that ticket, the flight. So
And neither
Yeah,
does
line
line
that one. So
40.
that's the difference is not 88, it's 87. It's
But what
that
about
extent.
line 40?
It doesn't
No,
count.
line 57, they're both missing.
Mhm.
Yeah, 40
Only
and
one's
57. So you've got 3. There's 16, 40, and 57.
So the first one, but okay, so the 90 days is missing one that ticket, but then the other one, 14 days has the ticket. So like we can get the differences anyway. You know,
Okay.
because like you just subtract the 0 from 14 days price. So it's
Okay, so
just-
the t-value is 1.685.
yeah. So I send you guys the Excel sheet.
Thank you.
Okay, I have, see, and mine is 1.675 now with 80, n equals 87.
1 point what?
675 on my t-value.
Mm.
But up in your summary statistics, did you put 87 as the sample size?
Yeah. Variable 1, though, has n equals 88. Variable 2 has n equals 88. Is that correct?
Yeah.
There's 90.
That's fine.
Okay. And then the difference is 87.
Mhm.
I have the mean difference at 24.332.
That's off. Your
Mhm.
mean is off.
Well,
Okay, well, I'm opening. So you sent it to our Gmail?
yeah. I don't know why I got wrong last time, but I'm pretty sure this is the right number because that's what we got last time in the last week question.
You know,
No.
I kind of don't like the
So our
to use the
p-value
Excel
is,
calculation.
do you guys get 0.09?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because these things happened to me last time when I do the homework quiz. So I don't know how to fix it, so I get the wrong answer.
Well, okay, so for number 32, so our p-value is 0.096 and our alpha is 0.1, so it's smaller than reject.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So that's the sufficient evidence to conclude that there's a difference in the mean cost of a ticket purchased. So the second one.
Are you sure it's not the last one?
Because the
Wait.
hypothesis wants to know,
is a
or like
difference.
they're supposing that there is a difference. So the information,
But
the second
So when you
paragraph
reject the
says that,
new hypothesis,
Mhm.
is the difference.
so it's not that there isn't sufficient evidence to conclude that it's not the null. It's that there is sufficient evidence to conclude that it is
There
not the
is
null.
insufficient evidence to conclude that there is a difference in the mean cost. I think it's the first one.
You said in? No, that's wrong.
Oh yeah, for reject the new hypothesis is sufficient.
All right.
Second one.
Okay, so guys,
Right.
the test statistic was what? Because I've got to redo all my formulas and stuff.
1.685.
Okay, and then the p-value.
0.096.
Okay,
0.0956.
so it's to 3, right?
Mhm.
Gotta stop. Stop. Okay. Okay. So p-value is less than. So there's, if it's less
Sufficient.
than alpha,
Yeah.
then we're rejecting, meaning that there is, isn't it insufficient evidence?
It's
It's
sufficient.
sufficient.
It's
sufficient.
We are not failing, so it's sufficient evidence.
Okay, there's sufficient evidence to conclude that there's a difference in the mean
Mhm.
cost. So it's number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Watch, this one's going to be on there.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But thank you guys. I figured it out, so I'm happy.
So did you submit your second try already?
Not yet, because I didn't know question 2 and question 4 either. I just couldn't figure it out.
Question 2.
You guys
Question
want to
2
go
should
over
be
number
the
4?
Question 2.
2.
Given a 90% confidence interval of 45-105 for mean heart rate, which the following is the best interpretation of this confidence interval? Okay,
I think it's the
90%.
second one.
There is a 90% chance that the true mean heart rate is between 45.
Yeah, I think it's number 2.
Sample.
You're 90% confident.
I think it's a true mean.
Hmm.
According to the textbook.
Oh, we are 90% confident.
That's what I
But
was
the
thinking.
true mean?
Heart rate is between 45 and 105 because that's your low and your upper. Your lower and your upper.
Okay, did you get wrong on that or the first?
No, I just put the sample mean somehow. That's why I got wrong.
I think it's the second one, the true mean heart.
Oh, yeah, because that's what I would think it was a sample mean.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with, it has all to do with the confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I have number 2.
So
Let's look at the question 4.
Is 3 and 4 go with the same stuff? Yeah, let's do 3. So researchers at the University of Mississippi wanted to determine whether the reaction time will go. What? The randomly selected 20 males and 20 females and 15 males participate.
Okay, so researchers randomly selected 20 females and 50 males. Okay. The go stimulus required the student to respond to a particular stimulus and not to respond to other stimuli. Researchers decided to construct a confidence interval to determine if the difference of the means is significant. To determine whether the confidence interval would be reliable, they create QQ plots of both random samples and see if they are approximately normal. Yay. Are the requirements for constructing a confidence interval satisfied?
No, because we have to find out also what was the other eligibility thing. It had to be normal and it had to be what was the other thing?
I think this is a yes.
Is it?
Because the QQ plots show that, you know, where is it? Of both random samples are and see that they're approximately normal. So like they already.
Oh yeah,
test
they
that
are
it's
normal.
So like it's pretty.
Yeah, but
Is there another requirement? Is
there a second requirement? Is the sample size large enough?
But when it's
okay?
QQ plus
Yeah, when
normal,
QQ plots,
then you don't have.
that's normal.
Then you don't have to be.
Yeah, you don't even have to like think the other one because QQ plot is the indicator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, a confidence interval is an interval that you use to give a range of results with the confidence interval that shows confidence level.
Okay, so the only requirements for a confidence interval is that it has to be normal.
So is it the third one?
Well, okay, yeah, because you're looking at the confidence interval. Okay, so confidence intervals are the 90. No, what? Okay, am I off on this? So it's 90, 95, and like 99. It has to be bell-shaped, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, that makes sense.
So number 3, is that what you put?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So confidence interval only has to be normal.
So I just don't understand.
Okay, confidence interval for the mean of differences using dependent samples. Where did that fabulous spreadsheet go?
4 types of confidence intervals below. Which one is appropriate for this experiment?
Okay, so let's see. Okay. Well, so which one is appropriate? Okay. So the experiment is, I'm gonna have to look at it again. Okay, determine whether the reaction time in seconds to go no similar to males or females. We've got 2 samples.
It's the 2 sample test. I think it's the independent samples.
They're independent samples,
Because
2 sample. So confidence interval, the difference of means using independent samples would be number 3. Which one is appropriate for this experiment? Okay. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
No.
So we know it's 2 independent samples, the male and the female. They're not, the selecting the males doesn't automatically select the females. It's not like you have to select a spouse. It can be random males and females, totally separate. So 2 independent samples.
Also, the sample size are different of 2 samples. So
an estimated savings account customer. Are we still on 4? Or are we moving on to 5?
I don't understand 4. So these are not dependent, they're independent.
So we know it's not number 1, because that's using dependent samples. Number 2, confidence interval for mu when sigma is unknown. Confidence interval.
I don't understand this thing.
Confidence
So in comparing between men and women, all of men would be collected and each would be asked. A random sample of women would be drawn. And then the groups are independent. Knowing, okay, we can compare them. We will conduct hypothesis tests and compute confidence intervals for the difference in the true means of 2 groups. So group 1 the mean of 1 minus the mean of 2. Independent if knowing who was selected tells you nothing about who will be selected first.
confidence interval. So I'm going to look in there. Confidence interval. Okay, so confidence interval is an interval estimator used to give a range of plausible values for a parameter. The width of a confidence interval depends on the chosen confidence level and its corresponding value of z, as well as the sample size. This is the equation, okay. 1 of 37 matches, wow, okay. Okay, let me see. Whatever zeros contained in the confidence interval of the difference of the two means, we conclude there's no significant difference.
What did you put for number 4 before, Mackie?
I put the independent one. I mean, no. Well, 4. Yeah, I used the dependent samples and I got wrong. So probably independent sample.
So you did number
I
1.
think
So it's probably number 3.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I know they do say that when you use men versus women, it's an independent sample,
Mhm.
as opposed to seeing what test scores are before and test scores after.
Okay, I'm kind of looking through.
Are we good on question 4?
Okay, 2 samples are independent. Just in this.
I put number 3 for number 4. I put the third one for number 4.
Mhm.
And let me see what I got here. Yeah, I did too. So, I mean, because we don't know if we know or don't know what the standard deviation is, right?
Is that
Yeah, they don't give us enough information.
Yeah.
mhm.
Okay.
So number 5, a researcher is interested in estimating the savings account balance of customers. So a random sample of 30 customers, a 95% confidence interval for the mean savings account balance is, the lower bound is 3402 and the upper bound is 4142. Which of the following would produce a confidence interval with a smaller margin of error than this 95 confidence interval?
Sample size increase? Increase the sample size.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see, obtain a savings account balance of only 10 bank moves rather than 30 because okay. This covers 95, and none of these has obtained the balance of 90 base rather than 30. Okay, so the fourth one.
Yeah. Do we still need to go through the rest of the questions?
Because what you're saying is that as you increase the sample size, the mean that comes closer to the mean, that confidence interval keeps getting closer and closer to the mean as you increase the sample size.
Mhm. are we going to go through the rest of the questions?
I wouldn't mind doing that, but if you guys don't have the time.
Well, actually, I have to take this exam like now, so we're gonna go, but
Okay.
I do actually have a couple more assignments I've got to crank out myself.
but yeah, if you have any question, I got almost right. Actually, I got like a 95% or something on this quiz, so
Okay, so
yeah,
just
just
tell you.
let me know. Yeah, email me or something. I can help you.
Okay.
So yeah, sorry guys, and good luck.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's
Good
okay.
night.
Did did you need to go? I'm gonna have to sign off.
Yeah,
How do we want to do this? Beth,
because it might
that's
take a
okay. You
longer
guys
time.
do you feel just
finish it on my own. That's okay.
okay? And then I guess we could email each other if we have
Mhm.
some issues or questions.
Sounds
Mhm.
good.
All right.
Thanks, Lee.
Annie, do you want to do our closing prayer?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll stop the broadcast.